Hey guys, what's up? Been a while, hasn't it? Sorry for the lack of uploads. I just haven't had time to get footage. Haven't had time to get my camera down to school. But I'm home now, so I got my camera, so I thought I'd do a little commentary throwing. Today we're going to talk about the unwind and the discus. Here's Wolfgang Schmidt. As you can see, his wind up, his shoulders, starting from the top, his shoulders are parallel. The right arm isn't dropping, the left arm isn't up in the air. He's completely streamlined. His head is looking at a focal point to stay on balance. His right foot is flush, flat on the ground. He's not rolling on it. He's not putting his weight on his right side. He's knocking his knee down so he can stay on the inside part of his left foot, which I'll talk about later in another episode if you guys want me to. But to the unwind, Wolfgang's unwind is probably the best, like, on YouTube. So if you're wondering how to do it, watch him. Quickly, he's gonna move. He's fast because he's a professional, but he gets into this sitting position because he's putting all of his weight on his left side. Now the reason why we do that is because we're able to start the orbit and get power. This is where we draw the power from in our throw. He's sitting on his left side and being patient. A lot of throwers like to rush it and whip their shoulder around because they think they need to go fast here, where in actuality we want to be going slow and methodical. Another key point to mention here is his left shoulder, his left arm is reaching. That aids in him getting on his left side as his right foot is starting to pick up and be long. As we continue through, there's a long right leg. Look at the extension in his hip. He's sitting very deep. Again, this is a professional throwing here. Beginners and intermediate throwers are not going to be able to do this without some serious training and technical work. But his arms remain at 90 degrees. There's a little bit of a drop in the right arm, but only slightly. That's not really a problem. You would actually want that when you get this good. And because he's on balance here, he's able to sprint to the middle, get to an extremely high and very nice high point, and the rest is history from here. A beautiful throw. This is Gerd Kanter's 73-meter throw. I'm sure everyone has watched this. Gerd, he winds up what I like is more bent knees, and you can clearly see his shoulders are parallel and straight. Bent knees is key. Right foot is flush to the ground. He kind of comes up a little bit, but that's more of a habit. It's not like he's rolling completely over. He's still more on his right leg. The weight's primarily on his right side. Now, Gerd is really fast, but he's reaching all the way with his left shoulder, all the way through to get on his left side. His right foot is going to begin to pick up now, and he's in this block position that you're going to see, which is common. He's reaching over all the way, establishing the balance, and there's a point at which it looks like he almost stops in his throw. That's him sitting on his left side like Wolfgang, drawing power. If you see the stop with his right leg, that's him waiting and being patient, not rushing, whipping his shoulder. You see he's closed off like Wolfgang, and he's able to get that extremely nice high point and a monster throw. Now this is just a random video. I don't know who this is, but I just kind of found it as an example. See how his shoulder is dropped. He's already off balance. His knees are bent, but his right leg could be bent a little more. His right leg is flush, flat to the ground. But as you can see how he turns, he's leading with his shoulder. It should be pointing at this point to the side of the cage and sitting and waiting for his right leg to come around. He's using his shoulder, as you can see the dip. He's using his shoulder to lead him to whip around. His power position's okay, but as you can see his discus is very low. In fact, way too low, and it's going to cause a scooping action. He doesn't get the full power and the full momentum. He can't utilize his legs. He's strictly just using his arms. Now, if you found this video helpful, leave a comment. Any suggestions I should do, any questions, anything I left out you want me to cover, just leave a comment. A like and a sub is definitely appreciated. See ya.